with me and remain standing for the pledge of allegiance to the flag. Let us pray. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, the time has come for these young folks. Many years ago, no one ever thought it would be, but it's now here. Lord, we ask your blessing upon these graduates this evening, that they will always seek you when it's the good times, the bad times, that they'll always put you first. Lord, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, a lot of butterflies that are bouncing around in these kiddos' stomachs. Lord, help to calm the nerves, help them to understand what is ahead of us. Lord, we ask that your healing hand, we help that your precious loving hand, we help all your hands that you have, that you can lay upon these students at this time. In your precious name we pray. Amen. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You all may be seated. Thank you. I'd like to remind you to please turn your cell phone, please, to silent mode. And we want to welcome you this evening to Perryton Junior High School for the Top of Texas Accelerated Education Commencement Exercise. This is one of the biggest milestones in anyone's life is a high school graduation. We join with family and friends in honoring the graduates of this class of 2019. We're proud to be standing here today with these students, admire their work, their dedication, commitment, and perseverance towards the fulfillment of their educational goals and dreams. Please respect the graduates, the family, and the importance of the ceremony. Ms. County.
Bienvenidos a Perryton Junior High a la graduación del Centro de Educación Acelerada TTAEC. Uno de los logros más grandes en la vida de todos es graduarse y obtener el diploma de secundaria. Hoy nos unimos con familia y amigos y en honor a los graduantes de la clase de primavera del 2019. Estamos orgullosos de estar aquí de pie hoy con estos estudiantes y admiramos su trabajo, dedicación, compromiso y perseverancia hacia el cumplimiento de sus metas educativas y sus sueños.
Thank you, Ms. County. Every year at this time, the Top of Texas Accelerated Education Center likes to recognize a staff member, and we will do that here in just a moment. I'm going to turn the program over to Ms. Ashley Wilson.
This evening we have a special guest speaker for our graduates, Mr. Dent Felix, Perryton Kinder Principal. Mr. Felix is one of Perryton's own, having graduated from Perryton High School in 1998. He is married to Brandy Felix, a TTAEC teacher, and has 2 children, Adley and Conley. He spent 5 years at Top of Texas teaching students science and encouraging them to receive their diploma. Mr. Felix has always had a special talent for reaching students both on and off campus, and was often seen as a big brother or father figure to our students. Today, you can find him at Perryton Kinder greeting students as they get off the bus, at sporting events cheering on the Rangers, and quietly in the background making sure all students have the opportunity to succeed. Please welcome Mr. Dent Felix.
I about had a panic attack. Put my speech up here and looked over and couldn't see it, and I thought, oh man, it's fixing to get rowdy. So, thank you all for having me tonight. It's interesting to come back to graduations for the Top of Texas. When I was a science teacher out here, out at the alternative school, I believe we figured up that in the 5 years we graduated 144 students, which was a big accomplishment. These students, these teachers know the struggles that go on on a daily basis to try to pass those tests, to try to get everything accomplished, to make it to this deadline. I don't know how many students were this close a couple days ago, but there's a possibility that they didn't know if they were going to graduate or not. So 19, 20, I can't remember how many for sure. Good crowd, good group of students here. As we were coming in, I noticed some of my old students, so hopefully I don't mess up too bad. And I've got a couple stories to tell on some. So here, a couple weeks ago, when I was asked to speak, I told Coach Watson I had to think about it. I didn't know if I could do it or not. Just the timing, the process, I didn't know if I was ready for it. And he called me about a week ago, probably, and he said, "All right, man, I need an answer. I've got to know whether you're going to do it or not." All right, Coach, I'll do it. So here we are. I've been preparing. The other day I had a conversation with Mrs. Wilson, and I asked her about what is the theme. What's something that's really stuck out this year? And students, she told me survival. This has been a survival year. Lots of things have happened this year. So the first part I'm going to talk about is just being a survivor, getting through things. Tonight's a fun night, graduates. We get to honor y'all. The days coming up to this have been a struggle. There's been hard days. I promise you, coming in the future soon, there's going to be struggles. There's going to be times when you don't know if you can do it anymore. Whether it's job, families, whatever, it's going to be hard. There's going to be hard weeks. Sad to say, but there's going to be hard years. It's not going to be all fun and games. Now we're in the real world. You're officially high school graduates. One thing I want you to be aware of is be proud of your accomplishments. Being a graduate, that's the next step in your life. You should be proud. There's probably a lot of things that have happened in the past year, 2 years, 3 years, that puts you on a different path. For whatever reason, good or bad, that lands you at alternative school. I'll get to some of those things about myself and some of my students here in a little bit. But you should be proud of those accomplishments to get to where you're at right now. Continue to set goals and accomplish them. Keep trying. Where do you go from here? Being a graduate. I know some of you have plans, some of you probably don't. And that's okay. One thing that I want to stress to each of you is do something. It may not be the perfect thing that you want right now, but do something. Be a productive member of the community, whether it's here, there, whichever town you land in. Be a productive person. Get involved. Mrs. Wilson was showing me a list of students yesterday, I believe it was, and talking about things that this group has already planned, where they're headed, what they're going to be doing, and it's pretty impressive. I think Coach Watson, they'll be talking about this here in a little bit, but some of the plans, they have some good stuff going on. I'm impressed, seriously, guys. Another thing, I don't know as a class how close y'all are to each other, whether it's this group, whether it's a group from the high school, but I urge you to stay connected with these people, because you will realize real quick that everything changes from this point on. You're going to lose friends. You're going to have friends move far away. Stay connected to them. Call them, text them, whatever kiddos do now. Stay connected with them. There's a chance that this group of kiddos, you may not see one of your friends ever again. That's really sad, but it's true. Life happens. People move. People pass away. Stay connected with them, because it does. It happens quick. As I was preparing for this, I got to thinking about my graduation. It doesn't seem that long ago. And I got to really thinking about it. 21 years. That makes me old. Can y'all believe that? I've been out of school longer than I was in school. And it's happened so fast. The next 10, 15, 20 years is going to fly by. So hang on. I'm going to try to wrap it up. I've got a couple stories of my experience with kiddos at the alternative school. Believe it or not, I made good friends with students at the alternative school. Mrs. McCoy was out there, and she knows some of the kiddos still harass me. Some of them, they come up to me, they still give me hugs. They tell me thank you. Not too long ago, I had a couple guys come up to me and say thank you for what you did. Guys, I want y'all to know that the teachers respect you for completing this mission. The teachers want you to succeed. Like I said, there was a couple of the kiddos, and they may even remember this, that's out in the crowd tonight. Some of the smartest kids that I've ever met was in my class at the alternative school. Brilliant kids, okay? So, I had this one kid that slept almost every single day in class. And he knew everything. You could ask him a question, and he would literally raise his head up, answer the question, and slap his head back down. So, going along, teaching science, going through test stuff, you don't know how it goes. And kid's sleeping. And another kid tries to go to sleep, and I woke him up. And he looks at me, and he calls me out. He said, How can he sleep? How can he sleep and I can't? And I said, hey, I know the kid's name, but I'm not going to say it. Wake up. What's the answer to blah, blah, blah? And he spits it out. And I looked at the other kid and I said, that's why he can sleep. And he laid his head back down and went back to sleep. But I'm not kidding, guys. Brilliant minds come from alternative school. They do. As we're talking about struggles, talking about failures, believe it or not, I was and still am one that has to study for everything. I don't take a test. I don't do anything. Still doing this stuff. I still have to study. I was known as the nerd in college because I didn't go out on Friday and Saturday nights because I had to study. I failed when I was getting my teaching stuff. I failed my practice test. I failed my first chance to become a teacher, and finally made it. Finally passed that test. Keep trying. Some of you struggle with the test. I'm proud of you for keep going. Keep doing it. Keep going. I have a couple of quotes. There is no secrets. Sorry, let me start over. There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. That was Colin Powell. Another one, you're capable of more than you know. Choose a goal that seems right for you and strive to be the best. however hard the task. Aim high, behave honorably, prepare to be alone at times, and endure failure. Persist. The world needs all you can give. And that was by E.O. Wilson. So thanks again for having me. Students, congratulations. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Every year at the spring graduation, the top of Texas for many, many years has given out a Staff Member of the Year award. And it is my pleasure this year to give this award to Ms. Octavia Uribe. Octavia.
Tonight, we have one scholarship to present. On behalf of the Jackson Coles Merit Memorial Scholarship Committee, we are pleased to announce the May 2019 recipient is Kathy Navarro.
Congratulations, Ms. Uribe, and Kathy, very well deserved. At this time, graduates, I want to ask that you please stand and prepare for graduation lesson. Good looking group, isn't it? A lot of them. Dr. Little, Mr. White, board members of Perryton Independent School District, I hereby certify as principal of the top of Texas Accelerated Education Center that the following students have met all of the state and local requirements for graduation. At this time, I'll introduce Ms. Kathy McCoy, who will call the names of our graduates. Step forward, please.
Tonight we would like to honor two students as distinguished graduates. These young ladies went above and beyond the basic requirements for graduation by completing all requirements of the foundation curriculum. In addition, they completed 4 credits in math, including Algebra 2 and 4 credits in science, thus earning a multiple disciplinary endorsement. Please join us in honoring these students for their accomplishments with the presentation of these medals. Our first distinguished graduate is Leslie Munoz. Our second distinguished graduate is Kathy Navarro. Nancy Judith Art. Jesus Manuel Bentomo. Kaylee Brooke Cosby. Sarah Alyssa Cantu. Edgar Carranza. Javier Carrillo. Natalie Julie Cortez. Ariana Renee Fernandez. Jose Francisco Lopez. Alexa Mackenzie Ponce. Mark Nathaniel Redstone. Manuel Rosales. Luis Manuel Sala. Isaiah Trejo. Caesar Gonzalez. Malachi Vaquero. Richard John Vasquez. Cheyenne McKay Whitlow.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of College, Texas, Accelerated Education Center, spring 2019. You can now move those tassels over, guys. Good job. Guys, my wife said my hearing's not real good, but I tell you what, I think there's a lot of people that are very excited for y'all and very proud of you. Congratulations. I want to thank everyone for coming out. We want to extend appreciation and thank you to Mr. Garcia over here at the junior high school, the custodians for allowing us to use their facilities for this graduation. Also to the THS cafeteria staff that as you go out, we do have cookies and we have cake out there. Also, we'd like to thank two of our students, Emily Carvajal and Jason Smith, who've been taking pictures. And these pictures will be available to these graduates either by email or just regular mail. Just get a hold of Mr. Lewis. He's explaining to them today, and he will take care of those. Also, Mr. Bigham has been videoed this and helped us out. And Mr. Clark, we do appreciate them. I do know that Mr. Bigham does have a video DVD of this ceremony. He has his card out there, so if you want a copy of this, he will be more than glad to get you one, burn you one off, or whatever the terminology is. I'm kind of like Ben, I don't know what it's called anymore. At this time, we're going to close in a prayer, and afterwards we will have the recessional as everyone exits the auditorium. I'm going to ask that you please stay in your seats until everyone is off stage and out the back door. And again, thank you for coming. A lot of excitement in this building tonight. A lot of excitement for 20 exciting people. Let's give one more round of applause. Dear Lord, a few minutes ago we walked in here as potential graduates. Now we're walking out as graduates. And Lord, we again ask your blessing, your hands of love, your hands of mercy, your hands of healing, understanding, guidance for each one of these students. We know that many of the paths are uncertain at this time, but I do know one thing. They put their mind to it, and they prove it now to themselves. Once they put their mind to it, they can get whatever they want to accomplish. Lord, we ask your blessing upon them and their families. In your precious name we pray. Amen.